Mascots are supposed to bring luck, but the people who wear mascot costumes have had a few lucky breaks themselves in recent years. The outfits are much lighter now, and there's even an exhaust system complete with a tiny fan inside the head, so it's not so stifling in there. That means the mascot doesn't have to sweat it out to drum up a little team spirit. This dinosaur mascot for the Lung Association is part of a new breed. The mascot costume has evolved into something with real creature comforts. To make this dinosaur, they sketch him out. Then the artist modifies the figure to human proportions, targeting a height of 5'10", which means the costume would fit performers 5'8" to 6 feet tall. The artist designs huge eyes and a very extravagant mouth, and not just for creative reasons. The large openings will give the mascot performer room to see and to breathe through screens. Now, a sculptor carves big pieces of lightweight, uncrushable foam. With a utility knife, he shapes the dinosaur's head based on the design pattern. Traditionally, fiberglass has been used for mascot heads, but foam is half the weight. He attaches a battery pack to the inside of the head, at the back of the neck, using Velcro. He tests it to make sure it has enough juice to power this tiny square exhaust fan, which is to be placed inside the head at the top. Then he sprays glue on the foam, sticking the sculpted layers of foam together. Now the dinosaur head is starting to shape up. He cuts out those enormous eye holes. Then tries on the head for size. He checks visibility and ease of movement. Next, the sculptor slices into a very dense piece of foam. It's dense because it will need to hold up to heavy traffic. This is the dinosaur's foot. He scoops out foam in the center of the foot, hollowing out an area. Then he carves out more, following a pattern of a size 12 shoe, so that a human's foot could fit inside this big mascot claw. He rounds the outside of the foam foot with a belt sander. Now the foot is fully sculpted and ready for the fabric department. There, a worker sprays heavy-duty glue onto the outside of the foot and stretches a nylon fleece fabric over it. The fabric has a lot of give, so it can be tightly pulled into the grooves of the foam. Now she sprays adhesive onto the bottom of it and cuts off the excess fabric. She sews the seams with a very tough thread. Then a worker glues a rugged rubber sole onto the bottom of the dinosaur foot. This is a toenail, made of nylon stuffed with polyfill. It takes 3 hours to make a foot. Now it's back to the other end. He glues an eye onto the mascot head. The eye is made of breathable nylon stretched over a plastic frame. Another worker sews on a horn, which is made of fabric-covered foam. Then she stitches on the nostrils. And now the mascot has some expression. But there's one more step. He glues a white nylon screen over the mouth and sticks black fabric strips over it to give the mascot its smile. Now a worker drafts a pattern for the outer body. It will go over an inner bodysuit that will give the mascot its rotund shape. She cuts the liner fabric for the outer body, following the pattern, and then follows the same pattern for the outside fleece. She sews 3 layers, fleece, foam, and liner, all together. This serger machine cuts off excess fabric as it sews and binds the edges. She hand stitches the scales onto the back of the dinosaur mascot. And now it's time to give this mascot suit a test run. It fits like a glove. But what's the view like from the inside of that head? Not too bad. He makes sure he won't lose his head in all the excitement. And this is one dinosaur who's ready for the 21st century.